VBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great entertainment video blogs, great top 10 lists of everything and anything video blogs, plus a whole lot more. Collection of my works great. And check it out on Facebook and YouTube going back to June of 2014, RVB in Billerica, Massachusetts. Time's now 3:57 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts, about 48 degrees. Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Wednesday, February 8th, 2017. Enjoy the spring-like day, because it's going to be a while before we reach temperatures like this. Tomorrow, downhill. Major nor'easter. Blizzard warning for the coast of Massachusetts and the Cape and the Islands. Do not go out tomorrow if you don't need to, because you're going to be stranded. Some news to report on the RVB News. Why the Packers have released cornerback Sam Shields. He suffered some concussions. Hall of Fame hockey coach Scotty Bowman's going to get the Order of Canada. That's the highest honor civilian for Canada. Martin Halik, who played in the NHL 15 seasons, has announced his retirement. And that's about it on news from the RVB News. Why be back in a flash for my second video blog subject of the day. Get out. You're so sweet, cuz they're cute. The more the merrier. Go find something to do. I got places to go, people to see, things to do. I know. I'm doing good. Great quotes only on RVB. And time now is 3:58 in the afternoon. I'm back. My second video blog subject of the day is about the WWE house show card from the Boston Garden on February 8, 1986. 31 years ago today, a very big occasion in WWE history happened. It was the Macho Man, Randy Savage, winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship from Tito Santana. Arriba! Plus other exciting matches on the card. This was televised on Nesson. Nesson used to show WWE house show cards from May 1985 through June of 1989 and was called by Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse the Body Ventura. It was a sellout at the Garden, about 16,000. And here are the matches that happened. First match was Leapin' Lanny Poffo facing off against Paul Christie. It was a back and forth match. Lanny Poffo won by giving the moonsault to Paul Christie, one of the rare wins Lanny Poffo would have for this and in this day and age, because he was known for doing TV jobs, and he's the brother of Macho Man Randy Savage, but it was never acknowledged on television. The next match was Barry O, whose brother was Cowboy Bob Orton, and he's the uncle of the Legend Killer, the Viper, Randy Orton, facing off against Stevie Aoki, who was the WWE's replacement version of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Stevie Aoki was okay, but he was no Jimmy Superfly Snuka. And this was a back and forth match. Stevie Aoki wins with the flying body cross. The next match was Tiger Chun-Li facing off against George the Animal Steel. And this was, a typical George the Animal Steel match, even though Tiger Chun-Li was a jobber. It was, he gave a competitive match. And the ending had George Steele beat Tiger Chun-Li by throwing him into the exposed turnbuckle. And George would rip out the turnbuckles and throw, stuffing and stuff of the turnbuckles. The next match was Big John Studd facing off against Hillbilly Jim. And this was a battle of the big man back and forth, ending. Had both wrestlers outside the ring. Hillbilly Jim throws Big John Studd into the ring post, and he gets back in. Referee counts to 10. This is a mild upset. Big John Studd loses to Hillbilly Jim, who was not really a top superstar in the WWE. He was basically kind of a jobber to the stars. The next match was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was Macho Man Randy Savage, ooh yeah, dig it, with Miss Elizabeth in his corner, facing off against the Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana Arriba! And the referee for this match was Danny Davis. And this was a competitive match, back and forth. Tito almost won the match by pinning Randy Savage, but he had his foot under the bottom rope, and then Tito Santana was arguing with the referee Danny Davis. When Savage was outside the ring, Savage grabs a foreign object in his tights, hits Tito Santana with it, and he throws it outside the ring, and it was brass knuckles. Referee counts 1, 2, 3. Well, Macho Man Randy Savage wins the WWE Intercontinental Championship, but he could not wear the belt for 2 weeks because they had to air this match on television, because back then, if a title changed hands at a TV taping or a house show, they would have to wait until it was acknowledged on the air, because sometimes Vince McMahon might maybe cancel the title reign and stuff, so they had to be careful. So Tito Santana defended the IC champion for a title around the house show circuit into 2 weeks until this match there on Primetime Wrestling. The next match was the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell facing off against the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And this was a 15-minute match, very, very competitive, lots of rules being broken by both teams. Ending had Bret the Hitman Hart elbow B. Brian Blair. He was not the legal man in the ring. It was Jumping Jim Brunzell, but the referee doesn't care. 1, 2, 3. The Hart Foundation steal a win from the Killer Bees. The next match was a macho match. This feud was getting hotter by the day in the WWE. It was the Magnificent One, Don Morocco, with the devious one, Mr. Fuji, facing off against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And this was a 17-minute match, competitive back and forth. Steamboat wins, but afterwards, the Magnificent One hits Steamboat with Fuji's cane. And then the main event for this match, for this card, was a 15-foot high steel cage match. It was Roddy Piper, and he brought posters of Jim McMahon and the refrigerator William Paley with him, because just to get heat with the crowd, because our New England Patriots were crushed on Super Bowl 20 by the Bears. He was facing off against the living legend Bruno Sammartino, who once in a while would come out of retirement to, feud with the heels of the WWE. And this was an awesome steel cage match. Ending had Bruno Sammartino knock out Piper and walk through the door, and he was victorious. And this house show card was awesome, and it was on Nessun. I caught it. It was pretty amazing, and wish WWE would show house shows on their network, but I doubt it. And that's about it on that. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about Vegas Golden Knights. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Bunny Guy, Molly Roseblood, WCCO, Roxanne has nice legs, Elizabeth Hot, so stunning, she's the best, Amy Squeezy's awesome, Amy, Linda Church, WPI Channel 11 New York, such Rockin' Cougar, got the best leg in New York City, Bobby Gives of ABC 11, has sweet southern accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina, Laura Banky of ABC 7 in New York is so sweet. She got the second best legs in New York. And in the words of the Patel last week, no bus. Bye now.